Blox Fruits has a lot of grinding. I don't know about you guys, but personally, I absolutely hate grinding. I hate spending time on grinding. I hate being forced to grind. I hate having to level up by grinding. But when I am forced to do this kind of stuff in a game, I always try to find, the way to do it as efficiently as duckly possible. As fast as we can, right? So today, I'm going to share with you guys some of the methods and techniques that I've honed over the past few months. I've spent mindlessly grinding levels and mastery in Blox Fruits that help save me a lot of time and what's left of my sanity. So hopefully I can do the same for you guys. I'll also be backing up my findings with proof, of course, with math. So, you don't have to take my word for it. Just the numbers will speak for themselves, baby. There's a few different techniques that can be used to help grind both mastery and levels or enemies. However, not all these techniques will work for both. So we're going to start off with a few techniques I found that do work best for both. And then we'll look at techniques that will help specifically when you're leveling your character up or trying to grind a specific enemy for whatever reason. And finally, we'll move on to techniques that help more with specifically leveling mastery on weapons, blocks, fruits, and fighting styles. We'll also be debunking a myth about double XP and mastery towards the end of the video that will help you guys big time in saving time while grinding mastery. So make sure you guys watch all the way to the end so you get that little tidbit of information, little pro tips, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video if it's helped you out at all, and comment down below on how much time these techniques and information have saved you while you've been grinding, or if you have any other tips or tricks, techniques that you found throughout the years of playing Blox Fruits for leveling that could potentially help, myself and others. That would be amazing. So yeah, hit us up in the comments for that below. But let's get into it. All right, so here we're gonna try and show you the first step, which is grouping up the enemies as best as possible. So what we want to do is hit each one of them at least once to get their attention, right? Because if you don't hit them and you just run past them, they won't keep aggro on you. They'll just kind of stop moving after a little bit. So here we're hitting them all. We're gonna try and group them all up in the middle here, so that's they don't reset when you hit them, out of bounds, because they can only move a certain amount away from where they originally were standing before they just reset, and then you have to regroup them. And you can see sometimes they're stubborn like this. They don't really want to like pull all the time. So this is kind of a bad place to try and do this to show you guys, but I'm gonna show you like the worst possible, place to do it to show you that even here it works. So here you want to hit them with any attack that you have that does damage to multiple enemies. To do as much damage as possible to as many of the enemies as possible and kill them as fast as possible. So this does help over killing them individually usually, although this does work a lot better in areas where the enemies are a lot closer together, which you'll see further in the video. But you can see we clean them up here, and that's it. We kill them pretty quickly there. We got a couple stragglers. We kill them with one more attack. Come on. There we go, baby. And that's it. All right, we're going to show you some leveling techniques now for just leveling up in general. Like here, I'm in the first seat. We're taking the Fishman quests here from this guy. You can see this one pays 3.3 mil XP. The first one, however, pays 3.05 mil XP. So you think, oh, maybe I'll just go for the second one. It'll be better, right? No. So what you want to do is, it's not always like this. It's only in certain areas. You can see here where on the first quest right here, there's a lot of guys. There's more guys than there is on the other side, and they're a bit closer together, so they're easier to group up. And we're gonna see how long it's gonna take us here. It's gonna take us about, well, you'll see. You'll see. Just a second. Just keep watching. So you want to group them all up. You can see we're using barrier here. This is part of our noob to pro Blox Fruits challenge that we're doing. So if you guys are interested in that, check out the live streams for that. But you can see it took us about 1 minute and 21 seconds for that quest. We got 3.05 million XP, right? So you think, okay, well, the other one pays more, but look, just wait, man. Wait and see just how long it takes us to kill the other side. It takes us a lot longer because they are more spread out, and the enemies are actually harder to kill. They hit a lot harder. They hit more frequently and a lot harder. So you can see they're kind of spread out, right? You got to kind of run around. They break aggro. It's kind of annoying. I almost died here a few times. As you can see, I was at like 50 HP because they hit really hard and they kind of spam those sword attacks. So yeah, it's taking us quite a bit longer here. We're already past 1 minute and 21 where we are on the other side. We're at 1 minute and 35 now. Still haven't killed them all. Still have 3 more to go. Here, we'll get to it. So you can see it took us 2 minutes and 32 seconds to kill all those guys. Now, just to show you how much time it takes to kill the boss. All right. He gives 4.25 million XP. So you think, oh, it's definitely worth killing him. And you know what? Honestly, it is. If he's up and you're available to kill him and you're able to kill him, see, he just murdered me. And you're able to kill him though, it's worth it because it's only got to kill one guy, right? If you can kill him fast enough, it's definitely worth it. But if you're not strong enough, it's probably better for you to just be grinding the other enemies. So we're gonna get to this. We're gonna see how long this takes. We already died once. See if we die another time. Yeah, we did. We did die another time. Just wait and see. There it is. Yep. So now we're wasting time because we died, right? If we didn't die, it would have gone a little faster. Would have been worth it a bit more. But hey, you can see 4.25 million XP at 2 minutes and 41 seconds. All right, now it's time to get to that math part that I promised earlier. So for the first group of enemies here in the first seed that I was showing earlier, we earned 3,050,000 experience, and that took us 1 minute and 21 seconds. So that averages about 135,555,556 experience per hour, which is pretty crazy. So for the second group, it took us 2 minutes and 32 seconds, and we earned 3,350,000 experience, which averages out to about 79,527,400 XP per hour. So that's almost half. That's almost half of the XP that we got from the first group of enemies, which is insane. And just goes to show you that, it's not always better to pick the bigger number when you see it there. If it takes longer, it's not worth it, man. And finally, for the boss, we earned 4,250,000 experience in 2 minutes and 41 seconds, and that was with a couple of deaths. And stuff happens. You expect people to die when they're leveling up and fighting bosses, so that's nothing out of the ordinary. But that averages out to 95,147,800 experience per hour. So again, still significantly less experience per hour than the first group there, just because we were able to clear the first group so quickly. And also, there's more enemies to kill at once, so you don't have to wait for as long for them to spawn. So there you go. There's some math for you guys. All right, next up, we're going to be covering some techniques and tips and tricks for leveling up mastery. So most of these will apply to, in the third C, of course, because that's where the majority of us will be grinding mastery, since most of us are max level. Once you're needing to grind mastery in the third C, normally you're around max level. So that's what we're going to be focusing on right now. And of course, like always, the most efficient way to do this is going to be with Buddha, doing the Buddha glitch, trying to level up whatever item you're trying to use. Other than fruits, of course, those you'd have to use the fruits themselves to level up. So yeah, a lot of people have been arguing with me on this and saying that it's not true and they don't believe me. And I'm gonna show everyone wrong today. All the non-believers, you're gonna get solid proof here today that I'm correct, baby. And so most people will try and go after bosses, right? So they think, oh, mastery, I need to go kill bosses because they give the most experience at once, right? Well, guess what? That's not actually the most efficient way to do it, guys. The bosses actually take longer to kill than a certain group of enemies do here in the third C. And I'll show you guys more about that here in just a second. So stay tuned. We'll get to the bosses first. We'll do the time, we'll do the XP per hour, and then we'll get to my little grinding area and show you guys that it is better. It is better, man. Stay tuned. All right, so first up, we're going to hit up Longma here. We're going to murder him real quick. We'll see how long it takes us and how much experience we get. So you can see that took us about 1 minute and 4 seconds, and we got 1,770,697 experience for that one. So next up, well, this is another problem with trying to kill bosses. A lot of times they just won't be there because, someone's killed them already or they haven't spawned in time. All right, so next up we're going to hit Stone. We'll see how much he gives us and the amount of time that it takes to kill him. We killed him in 1 minute and 10 seconds, and he gave us just over 1 million XP there. On to Island Empress next. So that took us 2 minutes almost exactly and gave us a little over 1.16 million experience. And of course, next up, the most famous boss of all, Cake Queen, Big Mom. So she gives us the most experience out of any boss that spawns normally that's not like a raid boss. So we'll see how much time it takes us to kill her and how much experience we get for it. We killed her in just about 3 minutes and 40 seconds flat, and she gave us a little under 2.3 million experience. All right, now I'm gonna show you guys my secret sauce here. This is where I go to level up mastery in general for pretty much anything I need. I go to Chocolate Land. Yeah, believe it or not, this is actually the best place to farm experience in terms of time, experience versus time. You can see we've got a whole bunch of enemies on this little circle over here on this little circular island. And they give you a lot of experience. They're the second highest level enemies island, like in the third sea. So yeah, what I usually do is I'll come here, I'll grab whatever I'm trying to get mastery on. I'll bust that out. I'll switch to Buddha. So give me a second here. So yeah, we're trying to do Scythe right now. We're gonna switch to Buddha real quick. There's also a little trick with Kitsune I'll show you guys later, but first let's go to Buddha here. All right, let's equip that. Do the Buddha glitch, of course, as usual, as you normally would when you're trying to level stuff up. We're going to do God Human today, actually. We're going to try and level up God Human a little further. So I'll switch to Buddha. Do the glitch here in just a second. All right, do the glitch. There we go. We got it going. Yeah, good to go. And that's it. And just group them up, baby. Just group them up like usual. One at a time. You can do two at a time if you want, but anyways. You can see here, we're demonstrating again that if you don't hit them, they don't follow you. You gotta hit them. Gotta hit them. There you go. Just like that. All right, let's group them all up over here. Get them nice balled up. So in this particular area, you gotta make sure you don't drag them too far over into the sea area there, because otherwise one of them will reset. But yeah, there we go. We got them all. And that group of enemies there gave us a total of 688,331 experience. So we'll get to this next group over here. Ball them up. Just like usual. You can see how close they are too. It's really nice. It's really quick here. This is the best. Although it's kind of boring, to be honest. I mean, grinding mastery is always gonna be boring no matter what you're doing. But there we go. So that gave us a grand total of about 584,000. So we're gonna go into this next group. So this group is a little tricky. They don't really pull that well because of this road in the middle here. Like they get stuck on it sometimes. Like this one. She's kind of getting stuck there. But yeah, you can skip these if you want. They also give the least experience, so those ones give you a total of like 562,000 for my example there. But you can go ahead and skip them if you want, or you can kill them. It's up to you. I normally skip them, but I want to show you guys anyways. So going back to these guys here give us a whopping 565,746 in total from that time. So that's a grand total of 2,401,799 experience, all within about 1 minute and 25 seconds. So that's faster than Big Mom and more experience than Big Mom, and you don't have to wait for her to respawn. And the good thing about this is you can actually train V4 at the same time while you're doing this. This is great if you're like doing time trials, you're trying to max out your V4, or you're just trying to train in general. This is fantastic for it. It makes it go much faster as well. So that's it. That's it, baby. It's as simple as that. That's all you gotta do. You just go around in a circle on Chocolate Island over here and you just level stuff up, bro. It's super quick. It works really well. It's very much less dangerous if you have Buddha anyways. You can still do this without Buddha. It's just a lot more work. It does take a lot longer, just like it would, for anything else. But yeah, if you have Buddha, this is definitely the method you're going to want to do. And you can also switch to Kitsu. You can see I have Kitsune on right now after you do the Buddha glitch. And as long as you don't switch off of your whatever item you're trying to level up there, like I have my God Human on, you'll be able to keep Kitsune on as well. So you get the speed boost from Kitsu, in addition to being able to use the Buddha glitch to level up your stuff. It's actually very quick, very fast. You run around super fast. So yeah, that's it. All right, so time to get to the math portion of this again here, like I promised earlier. So for all 4 of the bosses that we killed there, we killed Longman in 1 minute 4 seconds. He gave us 1,770,000 experience. We killed Stone in 1 minute and 10 seconds. He gave us 1,010,000 experience. And we killed Island Empress in 2 minutes flat, just about, and she gave us 1.161 million experience. And we killed Cake Queen in 3 minutes and 40 seconds, and she gave us 2.295 million experience, about 2.3 million. So if we add all that up, average it out to about 47,434,760 experience per hour. In contrast, for the Chocolate Island route, we killed a full group of enemies. We did a full circle in 1 minute and 25 seconds, and we gained a total amount of experience of 2,401,799, which averages out to a whopping 101,667,042 experience per hour, which is more than double. That's almost triple the amount of experience per hour doing Cake Land versus doing, you know, those 4 bosses that we took out earlier. And that, again, you don't have to wait for cooldowns for bosses spawning. You don't have to worry about other people stealing your kills most of the time. I mean, you know, if you're in a public server, you're going to get some people, you know, doing quests in that area sometimes. But you can always server hop, so it's not a huge deal. But you don't have to wait. The whole thing is you don't have to wait. You can keep going. You can do it as long as you want. There's no cooldown. So you just keep going. You can also train V4 at the same time, which is amazing. So there you go, guys. There's some math to back up my claims, like I promised. Some people have been saying that you can't use double XP to level up mastery. Well, I'm going to show you differently. I'm going to show you that they're wrong. Here, look. So I'll kill one of these skeletons. All right. Let's see, we get an average of about 100,000 without double XP, right? We got 95,000 from that one. We get, how much do we get from this one? Let's see. We got 170,000. So roughly, you know, roughly about 100K. Okay. All right, now watch. Watch this. All right. Let me get rid of this guy real quick so he doesn't get in our way. All right, let's try and roll some double XP here. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We have 464 bones. Let's keep rolling until we get double XP. Hey, there we go. First try. All right, cool. All right, so we had about 100K. About 100K per enemy here. All right, now watch. Now, with double XP active, we get 181,000. We get 177,000. We get 189,000. So as you can see, it's not exactly double. Not exactly double, but it's dang close enough. So yeah, double XP is still useful outside of being max level, or outside of leveling up, you know, to max level, I should say. So it's always a good idea to come here, try and roll if you're getting mastery, try and roll some double XP, get some free double XP from this guy if you can, and continue grinding there and make the most, you know, make the most of your grinding time. Basically, you don't want to be wasting time. And that helps a lot. So there you go. Pro tip. So yeah, that's all the tips and tricks that I have for you for leveling today. If you guys have any more that you want to share with me and our viewers and subscribers here, let us know in the comments below. And again, don't forget to like the video if it helped you out a little bit. And subscribe if you aren't subscribed, baby. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Pixel out. Peace.